Okay, so now we are at step 5 where we're going to write our video prompts. Now, there's really not much for you to do here because I gave you some prompts to start with, but what you really need to understand is what happens when you're creating videos. The difference between writing uh prompts for photos versus videos is that videos need to be pretty concise. The shorter the prompt, the better. I gave you a couple different types of prompts so you could play around with it, but just look at this: women dancing with excitement. That's it, right? Versus when we write our image prompts, right? It's like photorealistic of so and so shown from this, right? She's wearing this. For photos, it's like, I mean, for videos, it needs to be very concise and straight to the point. It really does copy what you say. Here's another one. The woman begins walking forward. As she moves, the camera gradually pulls back, matching her pace and creating a dynamic zoom out effect that reveals more of the scene with each step. So you see what I'm saying? It's like kind of like the prompts are guiding your images to move the way you want them to move, right? And so that's pretty much all that you have to do here. I'll show you how to create some prompts as we play around, but really it's just about movement, okay? All right. Another thing you can do, which I didn't even think of this, but since it's coming to me now, let's do this. So I'm gonna come back to Claude, right? And I am going to come to that chat that we had used before when we were creating the base prompt for Asia's twin for her brand, right? So remember this page. I'm gonna come back to this page and I'm gonna make up a prompt and see what it gives me. So the same way we asked for these b-roll ideas, I'm going to see how I can get some video prompts. I don't know if this is going to work. We're doing this live, so you're getting to see me do, me innovate. Okay. All right, so give me 10 um concise video prompts I can use to turn my images into actual videos. For example, let's see. For example, women dancing with excitement. Make each idea specific. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to leave everything else because I think it's great to have these, right? So make each idea specific, include the action, movement, and ideal camera angle. Add a short keyword I can Google or search for inspiration clips. Prioritize ideas that make me look credible, relatable, aspirational, and trustworthy. Keep it simple and aligned with my personality. All right. So this is cool. I'm gonna leave it just to see what it gives us, I think it's gonna work. All right, so confident laptop typing, close up of hands typing quickly on keyboard, camera panning up to reveal focused expression, then soft smile at the camera. Okay. So it looks like it's giving us some stuff. Client call gestures, profile shot of animated but professional conversation gestures. Okay. All right. So it gives us some stuff that we could work with. However, let's start with what we have. All right. Let's start with what we have. So we're going to come back to our doc. We're going to move to step 6 and we're going to click the link that's given to go to the image to video app inside of file.ai. All right. So once you click that link, it takes you to the new app we're in and it should say image to video. Okay. The first thing we want to do is hit where it says choose, and we want to upload one of the images that we just created with our AI. So let's go with this one. All right. So it's her typing, it's her hands is on the computer. So the best thing would be woman looking at computer and typing. You see that? Like, I don't even have to go into Claude because that's really what you're doing. You're directing your photos. So I'm going to say woman looking at computer and typing. Now, it takes about 6 minutes for your video to generate. That said, we're going to hit enter, we're going to hit run, but while it's doing that, we'll move on and we'll play around with some other types of ideas that you can use, right? While we wait for our image to come up. So let's come and hit more to go to additional settings. We're going to leave that duration at 5 seconds. We're going to change our aspect ratio to 916 because we're working on reels. You're going to leave this tail image URL. We don't ever need to use this, but just to tell you what it is, it's basically if you ever wanted to create a video where you want to end on a different picture. So for example, let's say we wanted the video to start with this and she's typing on the computer, but we want it to end with another photo. We can put it there. I wouldn't want that because I want my photo to be the same unless you were creating something. All right, so we'll leave that empty, and that's it. That's all you have to do there. So upload the image, put in the prompt, leave it at 5, aspect ratio 916, hit run, and now it's going to take about 6 minutes for this to run. So what I want you to do is I want you to move on to the next video and we'll come back to this.